Walt the Ride Retailer Reese, baby, coming to you live in full effect from Level Up Russellville. Hey, we're getting together. We're stacking them we're getting together. We're stacking them deep. We're selling them cheap, man. What's up? I got the chrome to blow your dome. Orr Auto Mall of Russellville and Orr Truck Center of Yale County. Got
That's
my
right.
boy with me.
That's right. Addy at Orr, Addison Wooten, that's my name. Owner loyalty manager over at Orr Nissan of Russellville. Customer experience coordinator at Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. So
Hashtag Juicy Woot. That's him. That's his new one. Juicy Woot. It's too easy.
that kind of was given to me.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
Awesome, guys. Well, welcome to Level Up Russellville. Definitely several topics we want to hit on today, including like branding, because y'all are big on that. But
Yes.
First, I want to ask like one that everyone out there is wondering, which is like, what is wrong with car salesmen? Why does everyone, why is there this disdain towards just in our culture towards a car salesman?
Man, for the longest time, and we see it heavily right now, no one cares. Everybody's in it for themselves, and they're all about money. Money, 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 money. Me and Addie, we do things differently. We don't worry about the money. We worry about helping people. Plus, we're in a smaller town. The whole gimmick or the bad vibes that car salesmen have gotten is from like bigger cities where they're able to take advantage of a customer and not worry about repeat business or referral business because they've got 100,000 people in the area to sell. Here, there's 30,000 people in all of Yale County. So if I am not fully transparent and open and honest, well, then it's not very long and I'm out of business.
Yeah, man, if you don't treat the customer the right way, if you don't give them all the information up front, if you're not honest with them, I mean, it's not gonna work out. Your repeats ain't gonna work out. Like he said, we're not a volume store. We're not just trying to push metal, and we're trying to build relationships.
Yes,
we're trying
100%
trying to learn about these people that come in and they're looking for cars. It's just a little bit different than say Dallas or New York, something like that.
Even Little Rock.
Yeah, even Little Rock.
We hear a lot of bad stuff coming out of Conway and Little Rock, some of them bigger stores. Nothing against those guys. They got to do what they got to do, but we do things differently on this side.
Do it a little bit different.
We're getting serious. It's time to get the wig off. Let's get serious with them.
Getting serious. Well, actually, my next question is maybe about the wig, which is like personal branding. And then like an off question is, who have you been inspired by? I feel like I know with your branding persona a bit, but...
Man, actually, I'm a goofball. I've always been the class clown. I've always never had a problem being myself, outside of high school after I got out of all that junk. But I took some social media training, Ty Lopez, Grant Cardone, Andy Elliott, Steve Stawning, a bunch of these other different guys. And, I mean, the main thing is just being yourself. So from the get-go, when I started, I thought, what persona could I do to, encompass my personality, but also something that's trending, you know what I mean? And sure enough, Joe Dirt comes back around in the spotlight when I started, and Tiger King is blowing up. And I thought, you know what? Ride Retailer Reese, let me get one of these blonde wigs, start kicking, hooting and hollering, being my dumb self, and it's working, man. It took a little time to get some traction. A lot of negative hate online, but at the end of the day, there's no such thing as bad publicity. So I just take it in stride and keep doing me.
Yeah.
And so when I started at Orr probably 5 years ago, going on 6 years.
Yep.
And man, when Walt comes on the scene, man, he's completely different. This is before the Ride Retailer was born. Completely different guy. You're still yourself. You were yourself, but there was a piece missing, in your car sales and in your brand.
100%.
And when the Ride Retailer was born, it was over at Orr 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you were over at Orr 2 when that was still a thing. I remember going over there and seeing you making some of these crazy videos, acting like a fool, and I was like, this guy's on to something. He's got something going on that's a little bit different than everybody else, but man, it's worked out for you for sure.
Being crazy, man. People like it. People like seeing you be yourself. They like seeing you make mistakes. That's one thing I've never had an issue with on social media, especially doing lives and stuff. If I mess up, who cares, man? Go on about it. It just shows them that you're human, you know what I mean? And they can relate more.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would have guessed Dr. Disrespect as
Hey,
as
hey.
someone.
Actually, I came on to Doctor after I'd started, and I was like, oh, wow. And I've thought I like to play video games, you know what I mean, on the side. That is something I think is in the works. Moving the ride retailer into some kind of gaming fashion. I've been on Xbox forever. Walt Disney, that's the tagline. And it's not Disney, it's Dizzzzzzny because I put guys to sleep on there.
Gaming, bro.
Gaming. Yeah, Dr. Disrespect, man. He's definitely paved the way for the mullet wigs for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So how long have you been selling cars for?
March will be 4 years. First year, probably the first 6 months to a year is when I started this whole ride retailer. And really, my first year in, brother, I wasn't doing good. Guy I thought it was a friend had taken a lot of money from me. I was down on myself. I didn't sell any cars for 2 months, and I was ready to call it quits. And all these guys set me down. They're like, man, you just keep doing what you're doing. Quit worrying about that stuff. Just focus on helping as many people as you can. And literally, February, that first year, into my first year, I sold 1 car. I changed my mindset. I went all in. I sold 22 cars that next month. And
Wow. That's
like,
a lot, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, man. A ton.
Have you ever beat that since you?
Nope. I sure haven't. I've gotten close a dozen times, but that's my record, 22. With the halves, 22. I think I had my hands on like 29 or 30 car deals that month. I was just pushing them out, man. And it wouldn't, all I did different was like we do now, man. I quit worrying about making money. I quit worrying about my bills. I knew that if I did my job, I treat people with respect. I'm transparent, and I try my best of my ability to get them in a ride. It's the money will work itself out in the end, and the Lord's provided for me. I'm doing great. I cannot complain. We've got Orr Truck Center of Yale County that it's only been going for a couple of years, but we're getting that off the ground. Got service department, beautiful building. Anyone who remembers our Orr 2 building by the high school, I mean, it's like a rat's nest compared to the new one. We're doing big things over there, man. It's good to be in Yale County and have something there that wasn't or hasn't been in so many years. Taking off. Plus, I'm a chamber member. I tried, not just selling cars. I want to help people in my community. So I joined the chamber. I volunteer. Every little thing I can get my hands into that if I've got the time, I'm doing it. Like here, I think we've tried a half a dozen times to get on air over here, and one of us has always got something going on. Finally, we got it today.
Man, I had to almost break his arm to get him
Almost,
away.
man, almost. I was slanging him this morning, trying like, I got an interview, I gotta go.
Yeah, so you've been selling for almost 4 years now. My story's a little bit different though. Man, I went to high school over at Dover, 7 miles north of Russellville. I graduated from there, went to tech, had no clue what I was going to do. I mean, I had no clue. Like, I just didn't have a plan as to what I wanted to do. Played sports in high school, but, obviously I was not going to take off in something like that, but I just didn't have a plan. So, man, I was sitting there one day contemplating, called my dad. Hey, man, I'm done with college. It's too tough. I'm done. And, didn't want to get into student debt. I was like, just go get a trade somewhere. And my now father-in-law at the time, he was just my girlfriend's dad. He gives me a call. I'm walking around in Walmart, and he's like, "Hey, I got you a job interview." I was like, "Where?" He's like, "Orr Auto Mall." He was like, "Get up here now." Man, I'm walking around in chacos and socks and shorts in the
Lord of
middle of
mercy.
summer, bro. I walk in, I meet Dwayne, general manager at Orr, and ended up getting the job. And I started working as a porter, and that's for all you people that aren't in the car business. Porter, pretty much, he fills the cars up with gas, makes sure they're washed,
Get my coffee,
yeah,
get my
yeah,
sandwiches.
pretty much glorified intern, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I started there and loved it. Loved the people. Loved the dynamic that Orr had. It was a family from the get go. Eat lunch together every single day. It was something different for sure. But about a month or two in, man, still not really liking college and everything, but get approached by a recruiter for the Army and end up enlisting as a logistician. And my plan was to do parts management at Orr when I got back from the military and finished college and everything. So did that. I've been in the military for 5 years now, and just commissioned as a second lieutenant through the Arkansas Tech Army ROTC program.
Let's go, Eddie.
Those guys, it's crazy, ROTC, man. But anyways, love what I do, man. I love being in the military. Love helping people. I told them as soon as I started at Orr that I was never going to sell cars. I told them straight up. And that wasn't the plan that they had for me. So parts management was not. They saw something bigger, is what they told me.
100%.
So I got my business management degree, commissioned as an officer. I'm an engineer now in the Army. But as it pertains to Orr and what we do there now, they gave me the owner loyalty manager slot for Nissan, which. If you own a Nissan and you have any troubles with it, come see me. Give me a call. I'd love to help out. If it's service related, sales related, anything that you've got going on with your Nissan or even Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, handle customer experience there as well. So I do sell. I sell cars. That is my main priority, I guess. I do love selling cars. I love helping people. That's the main thing. Had a customer come in about a week ago, man, or not a week ago, about a couple weeks ago. They didn't buy, they were walking. And that breaks my heart, man, because people get down on their luck, especially around here. There's low poverty areas around here, and if some of these people don't get a car or they get turned down everywhere else they go, they come to me and say, I just need something, just need to get approved on something. And man, we worked and finally got them in something, and that was probably the proudest moment that I've had at Orr was selling these customers, just because I knew that it was going to almost turn their life around.
100%.
So that's kind of my story so far.
And going back to the whole, like you'd said, everybody has this stigma about car salesmen being liars and stuff. That was one thing they told me when they hired me. If you ever get caught lying to a customer, you're fired. It's the other way around, man. I've heard every excuse and lie in the book by customers, man. Like, just scared to death, you know what I mean? And it's from that stigma that we're bad, so they come in and lie to us. And it's just, you got to break that wall down, be genuine, you know what I mean? And turn them around. I mean, I got a doctor's appointment at 6:00 in the afternoon on a Saturday to my house is on fire and catch them at another car lot 5 minutes later. Like, we've heard some stuff, and it's cool. I get it. You know what I mean? I don't hate on it. It is what it is. I just asked for a shot. I have people drive from all over the place, man, out of state, And it's just watching me online, talking to the people I have sold. Like, man, they're doing things different down there at Orr. I can't tell you how many times, like he had said, they come to us from another lot, and no one wants to work with me. No one wants to do nothing. Well, no one even like explains to a lot of these people why they're in the position they are or how to get out of that position. So we go above and beyond. Even if I can't get you in a car, which 9 times out of 10 we can, we'll print everything and get you a game plan, get you back on the road. And I think that's why me and him have had tremendous success. And he's been doing it 6 months selling. I've only been doing it 3 or 4 years. And we're kicking dudes' butts that's been doing it 15, 20, 30 years. They're scared to death of us, too.
Are they? Is there any animosity in your
I can
work
tell a little
environment?
bit. I have other salesmen, not just from our lot, other lots, calling, trying to get a piece of the pie or get the secret sauce. And like, it's no secret sauce, man. Just quit worrying about the money. I hear so many, what'd you make on that? What'd you make on? I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not worried about it. What I do know is I get kickbacks from the manufacturers for selling so many, helping so many folks. That's my goal every month.
Is the kickbacks like more than what you would make in a commission?
100%, man. The kickbacks are where the money's at.
Interesting.
That's where you start getting paid and able to do some things that you're not able to do. Like, I've never been to Disney World. I'm 35 years old. I'm a huge nerd, man. Star Wars, Batman, DC, Marvel, all that stuff. And I got to go on a paid for trip for a solid week. Stayed in the hotel we stayed at Disney. I had giraffes at my window, the patio in the morning when you woke up. I mean, I never would have imagined I could do something like that. And Orr's provided that to me. And it's simply just being myself, taking the tools I got, the skill set I have, the mindset I keep, and putting it all together to help as many as we can.
Wow. So I guess these, like the traditional stereotype of a car salesman, because you keep saying helping people. I want to really figure out what that means. So is one approach that some people use just try to sell them the most expensive car to get the biggest commission out of that? Like, what do you do that's different that gets to the core of helping people?
So I hear a lot of that. Put them on this unit, put them on that unit, and I see a lot of people come in, and I ask questions. What do you drive now? What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? Is your family growing? Is your family decreasing? You kicking the kids out? They off to school now? Are you ready to get in something that's getting 40 miles to a gallon? Like, rather than just, hey, you've got good credit. Let me try to sell you this $80,000 rig, mark it up to $90,000. Like, that's another thing that happens in the cities is markups, these huge markups, and people have to pay them because they've got so many people in the area who want those vehicles that they'll pay those markups. We don't do that over at Orr, man. Like I said, I get them in, I ask the questions, and I figure out how to help them. I'm not about just making as much money as I can possible. I call my folks I've sold all the time. Like, you ready to trade? I remember you weren't that good at credit before. Interest was kind of high. I'd like to help you get into something different, whether it's newer, the same car, whatever, but lower your interest. There's no reason you come to me at 400 credit score, I get you in a car, super high interest, and you're still paying on that car 2 or 3 years later at that high interest when you're up to a 6 or 650 now. So that's what I mean as far as helping. Let me help you lower your rate. Let me help you get into something you actually need and not just pushed onto. Or perfect example, I have a cousin from Tennessee. I'm selling her a Wrangler right now. Everybody has tried to push her Rubicon Wrangler onto her because she wants a Wrangler and it's the most expensive one. Well, Rubicons are meant for rock climbing. She's not going to go rock climbing. She's not probably going to ever take it off the street. She needs a street princess. She needs a Sahara. Sahara doesn't have all that extra stuff. You actually get a little bit more bells and whistles in the interior and you pay a lot less money. Like, and she'd been to 10 Jeep dealers and no one had told her that. They all tried to sell her the most expensive Wrangler they could because she's got money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about that, man. You come in saying you want a minivan, I'm going to try and sell you a minivan. You know, you can't come in and say you want this kind of truck. I'm going to try and get you in that truck. Now, if I can't, we all got to crawl before we walk. You know what I mean? Everybody wants the fully loaded limited Ram or SLT, you know, Chevy or the Mustang 5.0. Well, you're 500 credit, man. You're like I was a few years ago. And guess what? I had to crawl. I had to crawl in a little Nissan Versa, build my credit up. Now I'm in that truck. And people respect that, you know, rather than just say, no, you don't got the credit or their money down to get into that. People respect being honest, being real with them. Like, man, the bank thinks you need to be on this. I get you want this. We all want this. Do this. I tell people all the time, date that sucker for a little while. Don't marry it. Date it for a year or two. Turn around, boom, get the rig you want because you've got credit now. And you don't have to go rob Peter to pay Paul and get your down payment, if that makes sense.
Yep. And asking questions, I think that's kind of the key there is like figuring out what's going on in people's lives as well.
A lot of times, man, the car will, it's like a puzzle piece, man. A lot of times it's the right fit. And at that point, the customer knows, we know that, hey, this is the rig for you. You know, from all the questions that we ask a customer, it just kind of naturally does itself to where we're looking at third row. You know, we need a third row vehicle. Don't want a minivan. Okay, well, here's this Durango right here, and then they absolutely fall in love with it, and it's like it was meant to be. So a lot of times we see that. Sometimes we don't, like you said. You know, sometimes you got to crawl before you can run. You come in for a Ram Limited and leave in a Nissan Versa, but sometimes that's the steps we have to take, man. I mean, my first car was a 99 GMC Sierra that I tore to bits, and then I had to get a credit builder, man. Instead of going to that Laramie Longhorn, I had to get a Hyundai Elantra, which I love. Thing drives itself.
Right.
I love that thing. Love the gas mileage too, man. I mean, with gas prices the way
Oh, yeah, my gas is eating me alive right now.
Oh, and when I bought my car, from Orr, I got it for 0% on 84 months, $250 car payment. We'll never see that again.
No.
That was a once in a lifetime thing, and it was like kind of like I said, man, just a puzzle piece.
Yeah, if you'd not got the credit builder, you'd have never qualified for the 0% on that thing.
Right.
And we're not taught any of this, man. Like, I think that's the biggest gap, you know what I mean, between the community and us as salesmen. Like, no one knows that you've got to have certain credit when we're going to school, or you got to do this, you got to pay this bill, you can't let that go. So a lot of people come in and just don't understand why not. Why can't I get into the ride I want? Oh, no one's ever told you? No, they just said I can't. I need 30 grand down, or I need Granny to co-sign. Like, well, here's why. You've never owned anything. Let's turn that around. If you were loaning out money, would you give someone 50 grand who's never financed anything, no credit cards, no nothing? Or would you be like, let me give you 15 or 20, brother, and see how that fares. Then we'll bump you up to the 50. That's all it is.
And you're saying there's a lot of people around here that haven't ever had credit cards when they're coming to you?
Oh, for sure, man.
Every day. Wow. I work a handful every day that have no idea and no financing, no credit cards, no bills at all, and they expect the moon. You know what I mean? Champagne. What is it? Champagne taste on a beer budget. Like, hold up, son. Can't get that Cristal. Here's a Keystone Ice. Keystone Light.
Are these like 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds? Are they just people that?
Man, really, I've seen them.
Picture this person.
Man, I had one a few days ago. It was, probably mid-30s. Thought they were 700. Credit's been stagnant for 2 years. Doesn't have any sort of revolving credit, no debt, no anything, nothing on their bureau anymore. I think the last thing that it showed was, 15 months or 2015. 2015 was the last time they did something and their credit went to a zero. I mean, and then they're sitting there. Well, how did this happen?
Heated, pissed off at us,
Yeah,
thinking we did it.
Thinking that we did that. It's when Credit Karma is showing you a 700, and then you come in try and buy a car, and you find out you're a 0. I mean, what do you do? What do you do then? Nobody tells people that, hey, you have to be constantly using a little bit of credit to keep that score.
Yeah, what's the optimal like rate? Is that something y'all know and to teach people?
So
10%, 20%.
You want to stay under 30% credit limit. Once you get over 50%, it don't matter if you make your payment on time, early. Over 50%, it will drop your score every month. You want to keep it like 30% or lower, and it'll blow your credit up. Nothing skyrockets your credit like a home or car purchase. So, for instance, my wife's great credit now. It took her like 3 or 4 years using credit cards, playing the game to get up there. Whereas I got into a car and I did it in a year and a half. So, and to answer your question, like young to mid 30s of people who have no clue. And then I've even had folks that are much older than me, great credit, multimillionaires, but haven't financed nothing in 6 months and don't know about the laws that changed in the last 10 years. And if you go 6 months without paying nobody, you don't owe anybody a dime, your credit will start decreasing. And for instance, I had some folks, you could see $10 million in farm equipment through their bureau, and they were zeros. And I told them, look, without some money down, this bank ain't going to do nothing. And they cussed me like a dog, left. We're back 2 days later with a cashier's check and apologized, did their research, hadn't known about that. And these are, some smart people, obviously. If you're doing $10 million in business in the past 10 years, you got to be smarter than the average bear, but you still didn't know about this. And a lot of this stuff I didn't find out till getting into the car business.
Yeah, I had no idea. It seems like a very screwed up system, though. I know y'all didn't build the system, but it's a system designed to keep you in debt, it sounds like. Yes. Keep you paying somebody.
Yeah, debt dependency, man. It's what our country runs on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least you can help those people like we're talking about that, get into rides that do good for them.
100%, man. 100%.
Even if it's not about, it may not even be about selling the car today. It may be about educating them and telling them how it kind of works. And man, if you help somebody like that, man, and they can't get into a car now, and 2 or 3 years later down the road, they probably will. They probably will come back to you, say, hey, that's the guy that taught me what to do, what my next step is.
It's cut out. I don't know if you can hear. I can't hear.
Go ahead and talk for me.
Check.
We're all good.
Check.
Oh, okay. I hear it again now.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm like, uh-oh.
That would not have been good.
No.
It's about planting those seeds, I guess, when it comes to sales.
Yeah, it's definitely about planting those seeds. And it's not even really about selling. Especially for me, man, I love to help people and educate people on how they can better their own lives. And, if you can't buy a car, you probably can't buy a house.
Right.
So what are you going to do at that point? You're going to rent forever? People do. There's nothing wrong with renting, but if you want to build your credit and get into that Laramie Longhorn, if I can give you the information to get you to that step, that's what I like to do. That's what makes me happy.
100%. Another thing I hear a lot of, no one knows about as far as running your credit. If you go to TJ Maxx today, you go to Walmart tomorrow, you go to Sears the next day. Well, Sears is done for it. JCPenney. You get a credit card at each spot. Each day your credit was ran, and there's a point deduction per run. When you buy a home or a car, it's different. There's a 15 to 30-day grace period that the lenders and credit bureaus got together with, because your biggest purchase you ever make in your life is a home. Second biggest, a car, a vehicle, truck, whatever it may be. So for those two deals, it don't matter if I send you to one bank or 20 banks in that 15-day period. It's one score deduction. So I catch a lot of people, don't you shotgun my credit. That's what the old timers call it. Because I guess before they would shoot you to 10 banks and it was 10 score deductions. Well, that's changed in the past 10 years. And you don't want me to send you to one bank because then you're stuck with the rate they give you. Let me go to work. This is what I do. Let me pin one bank against another, get a better rate. Take that rate, go to another bank, pin them against each other. Get until someone's like, "No, I'm not going any lower." And then boom, I got you a great rate. And it's one score deduction. That's what I mean as far as helping. We go above and beyond, man, because, again, I'm not worried about the money. The money will come. I'm here to help as many people as I can and be your car guy. I don't want to sell you just a ride. I want to be your whole family's ride, your friend's ride. You know, anybody ever need anything, I'm the guy you call. That's what I'm here for, working towards. So far, so good.
That's what it's all about. That's what it is, especially with us, you know. There are guys that are out there that, other dealerships and stuff, they're all about the money. They just want to make a lick off of you. But me and Walt, man, it's a little bit different. We're not trying to make a lick off of you. We want to help you. We want to get you into, what you need.
100%.
How can people get a hold of y'all?
You can find me on Facebook, Walter Reese, at The Ride Retailer, 479-567-8022. Or you can come by Orr Truck Center of Yale County, ask for me. We're both usually back and forth between lots. We run around like chickens with our head cut off. Get a vehicle over here, go help someone over there. There's still the bit of a battle with those sides of the river as far as the communities go. So I know a lot of people that don't want to come to Dardanelle for some reason. And then I know a lot of people who don't want to go to Russellville and vice versa. So anything at the Russellville lots I can sell, just like anything at my lot in Dardanelle he can sell.
Yeah, so you can get a hold of me, Facebook, Addison Wooten. And then you call me, text me at any time, 479-857-1229. Or come by the Russellville lot and come see me, Addie at Orr. Orr did a good job when they split us up.
Oh, they did.
Why is that?
If we were a duo, it'd be
we'd
unstoppable.
Crush it. They know if they put us together, our names are going to be on that sign before too long, not Orr.
Man.
The thing is, man, this kid, he's going places. I've hired probably 12 guys in the last year, and none of them are still at my lot. It just seems like no one wants to work. Everybody wants a handout. We push, man, all day, every day. I'm never worried about competing with him or the Mike String or the Chris Walker. I don't care. I want to do better than I did yesterday, and that's my goal, plain and simple. Better every single day. I train daily. A lot of other guys, they got once a month training to try and product knowledge and stuff. We train daily on just mentality and energy and health, all of it, man. And I think that's definitely been the sharp edge, you know what I mean? That's skyrocketed us up is our work ethic. I wish I had 10 more guys like him, man. Really. I've trained guys, and they sit over there with their thumb in their rear like, where's the people that buying cars? Like, bro, this is not 1990 where there's 100 people walking around the lot. This is the age of the internet. If you're not online doing social media marketing, putting your name out there, you will not make it in sales, period. It don't matter what you're selling. Cars, candles, if you're cutting hair, this is the age of the internet. Everybody's sitting at home on their rear trying to do the least amount of possible and get the most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, before we wrap it up, I want to touch on that now that you bring it up. Your specific social media strategy, each of you. Yours is, different, as we've kind of already touched on. But how do you use it? Because the people listening to this podcast, a lot of them are entrepreneurs and trying to build their own thing in their own right. So how do you use social media to get your leads?
Every other car salesman in the area that I've seen, I follow or I pay attention to, they all do the exact same thing. Here's this 2020 Ram. Here's the description. Call me if you want it. And it's just car after car after car after car. Like, I'm not on social media to do that. Like if I want to look at nothing but cars, I'll go to orrautomall.com. You know what I mean? And look at cars. I You'll see usually a deal of the day or something from me, but I share stuff about my family. I share funny memes. I share inspirational quotes. People hit me up daily. Man, that hit me. I was just thinking about that. Or I've had conversations with family members, and I post something a few days later, and they call me out. Hey, man, you didn't have to talk about me like that nonchalantly. And really, I don't post nothing on social media aimed at anybody but my own self. You know what I mean? So if you get something off that, awesome. That's why I'm doing it. But my goal is to be better, and mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I mimic my social media around that. I do funny videos, you know what I mean? And I don't do just video. I'll do a post, I'll do a story, I'll do a reel. I feel like I've got Facebook down. I'm trying to venture out into TikTok, and I'm about to start up a YouTube channel because YouTube Shorts has just blowed the freak up in the last year. I've got to get on that. But to all these other entrepreneurs, just be yourself. Pick up the camera. Don't worry about getting, $100,000 studio like we're in here before you get out there and put your stuff out. Just hit record. And after you start blowing up, then go buy your new camera, you know what I mean? Or buy some lighting, or buy you another Ride Retailer wig to put on. People want to be. I've got a good friend. If you're watching this, you know who you are, man. You just need to start. He is in his field. He's excellent, but he's scared to death to do anything without it being perfect. And we're both the same age, and it's just month after month, still not getting started, trying to build this whole book and make it perfect. Well, by the time this book's almost done, it's irrelevant. You know what I mean? And he's trying to build another book and another book and another book. And like, just do it, man. Just get out there, press record. Facebook will tell you once you start advertising on there, hey, you should try this or try that. Do it. You know what I mean? It's out on algorithm. If it's telling you to do something to get you in front of more people, why not give it a shot? If it don't work, go back to doing what you're doing. But mixing it up, posting daily, consistency, being consistent will crush the whole perfection deal 10 out of 10 times, man. Just having the cojones, the watermelons to do it, you know what I mean? And not, have you ever heard of allodoxophobia?
No. Allodoxophobia.
Allodoxophobia. I believe it's 85% of the world has it. And it's the fear of other people's opinions. I had it for the longest time. I don't anymore. I lost it in college when one day I came in looking like a bum, had stayed up late, and someone had told me, why are you coming into this professor's room like that? And I got to thinking, like, I pay him to teach me. He doesn't pay for my bills. He doesn't pay for he don't make sure my well-being is good. None of you do. I don't care what y'all think. And I think that's definitely helped me in the social media marketing, because I don't care. You can laugh at me all you want. I'm doing just fine. I'll sleep perfectly tonight if you cuss me like a dog on social media. But yeah, where did I lost my train of thought.
Your strategy.
Oh, my strategy. Yeah. So just
don't wait for perfection. I mean, what do we tell them what we're recording with here?
Oh, allodoxophobia, the fear of other people's opinions. Yeah. My guy's filming on an iPhone right now. He's not worried about buying a $10,000 camera before he starts shooting. And if you check his page out, which a lot of you watching have, excellent content. You guys are killing it with the editing and stuff. But so many people starting try to want to put your stuff out on their first things. You can't, man. You never will. And if you sit and think, then you get paralysis from overanalysis. You'll sit there like, oh shoot, it's been a week. Like, and that's what my friend's done, man. Like, excellent material, killing anything in the game, but he just doesn't want to put it out. It's not perfect.
So my strategy on social media, I'm a lot more of an analytical guy. So I want to know what does what, why it does it, and how, you know. So when I post something on social media, man, I'm all about the numbers. I want to see what blew up, why it blew up. You know, I look at my videos that I do, and he's really mentored me on how and when to post. Um, Post a day, you know, a story a day, a reel a day, something like that. Um, but when I get into it, you know, I'm big into keywords, stuff like that. When I'm posting something, I want to make sure that every little aspect of it that's in my control without having to spend a whole bunch of money, you know, I want to make sure that it's down pat, and that's just kind of my strategy. It's just the statistical
So are
part
you
of it.
doing a post today?
Yeah. So I typically, sometimes I miss. I'm human. I'll miss a post every once in a while, but I like to do a motivational quote for a day, or you know, recite something from a poem, um, poetry. I like that. Scotty Stone got me onto that, bro.
Scotty Stone, the GOAT.
Man,
The GOAT. Everybody in the area knows Scotty Stone. He's been here forever. He's been with Orr since they've been here. Plus, he was with Valley before that. He's definitely one of our mentors.
yeah, he definitely got me on the poetry. So I like to read poetry now. If you would ask me that, you know, 7, 8 years ago, I would have said, no way. I'm not reading poetry. You kidding me? But no, you can actually gain something from it, man.
You're giving value to people. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like the motivational posts that, like, I don't post that just to get likes and reactions and stuff. I post that stuff to motivate myself in the
right,
morning. You know what I
right.
mean? And rather than like every other salesman, buy my car, buy my car, buy my car, buy my car. No one wants to follow that kind of thing. But with us, we're giving value, we're giving tips, we're giving tricks. Same with y'all. Y'all are giving value, you're giving tips, you're giving tricks. People, oh, I don't want to give it up. I don't make no money. Well, that's your problem. You're all about money, 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 and you'll never make it. You will never make it if that's your goal. Your goal should be to find something you love to do, find a problem with that niche and fix that problem, and then start serving everybody in that niche, fixing that problem.
I like to come up with these funny skits, man. These funny
These
that's my biggest thing is when it comes to videos, it's the funny skits that, you know, it shows a different side of the car business, and it shows that we're humans too, man. We're not out to get you.
Yeah, 100%.
We can laugh at ourselves too, man. So
I don't know if have you taken the personality test, see what kind of personality you are?
I have, yeah. So not the one with like the 4 letters, but mine was like a color based one. So I'm
Oh,
an
okay.
orange, which is like someone who just sends it.
Sends it. So I'm an
Just goes into it.
ENFP. I'm extroverted. I'm intuitive. 16personalities.com. It's free. And if you answer honestly, first thing off top of your head, it will scare you how accurate this thing is as far as relationships, um, love, work life, your ups, your downs, what you do good, what you don't do good. And I try to do that with all of our new hires, you know, because it helps me train somebody when I know, well, this is how you work. So like him and Scotty they see all this, all
like
these ideas, and
ENFJ, I think.
yeah, and well, we got to do this one first, and this one, and then this one, and this one. I'm the opposite. I see all these ideas, bro, and I'm like, I got to do this. I'm scatterbrained. You know what I mean? I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm an emotional roller coaster, but you know, I know my strengths and my weaknesses, and a lot of entrepreneurs don't even deep dive that far. Is you know to see why is it not working or why is it working right now? Why am I blowing up? What am I doing? I encourage everybody to take that test and continue training, continue reading books, um, even if it's not books on success or whatever. Like I said, spiritual, mental, physical, it could be on health, wealth, finance, fitness, whatever it may be. One I'm on right now is UOU. E.T., the hip hop preacher, Eric Thomas. Dude, I mean, he was eating out of garbage cans at 12, and now he's one of the number one motivational speakers in the world, getting paid, you know what I mean? And it's an excellent book. It'll definitely kick you in the rear. open your mind up a little bit, get that drive going, that pray drive. I talk about that with these guys a lot. You've got to, what's your purpose? What's your why? Why are you here? If it's here just to make money, go. Are you here to better your life? Are you here to get another house? Are you here to take care of your wife? You know, his wife just had a baby. He's here to support them. I mean, he knows his why. He's got a purpose, and that's why he's successful like he is on such an early time period. I came in, that was another thing. These older guys said, it'll be 5 to 10 years before you start showing some success. Just keep at it. 16 months in, I'm rolling, and they are losing their minds. What are you doing? What are you doing? How are you doing it? Bro, get on camera. That's it. That literally is it. You're, like I said, 80% of the people scared of other people's opinions. If you can get over that hump, well, 85% of people on social media right now are watching videos only. They're not reading text. You know what I mean? And if you're not putting videos out, you snooze, you lose, man.
Videography is the new photography.
Obviously, this dude's been doing it since June, and his profile's blowing up. Let's go.
That's huge, man.
Still got a lot of work to do.
Yes.
Got a lot of work to do.
There's always room for growth.
Grind never stops.
Stay green and you grow.
Stay green. I like that. Stay green and you grow.
Heck yeah, man. I could spit those out all day long, man.
That's pretty good, man.
Well, y'all, it's been a pleasure having you both on here.
And we
I think
appreciate
got
the
some little
opportunity, bro.
nuggets of wisdom there that the listeners can pick up on.
Love to come back anytime. We could talk for days, man. I love getting around like-minded people and talking about ideas, you know, events, that kind of thing. I hate being around a group of people and talking about other people. That's down here, man. I'm up here. Y'all been doing that for 20 years and nothing's changed. It's time to do something different. And if it don't work out, I can always go back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Man, and for me, man, if you are a business owner and you're listening to this, or you work in a business where you kind of control your own, you control your own, what am I trying to
say?
Destiny, where you control your own destiny. Hit us up, man. We love to collab. I did a video with Enterprise, man. I'd love to go, different restaurants, Stovies, all these different places that are main staples in Russellville. If they want to collab and do some sort of videos, get our names out there, we can provide something to the community for sure. I think that's something that car dealerships, some have success on it, man, and they're active in the community. Or we gotta do a little bit better. Get ourselves out there, collaborate with the other businesses around.
B2B, man, business to business. I tell my people all the time, losers compete, winners collaborate. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Like
man.
this right there. I mean, we could be sitting at the lot right now, chasing ups and stuff, but I think what we're doing right now is it's bigger than that,
100%.
Absolutely. And the people that, there's some people that unfortunately, you probably know several that will always try to compete with you because they're scared to collaborate for some reason.
100%, man.
And it unlocks a lot more.
Yep.
All right.
Day.
Thanks for being on, guys. Everyone, thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.